Welcome to the ninth installment of Renée and Darryl's Walt Disney World Honeymoon. I'm Darryl.
And I'm Renee. For those of you joining us for the first time, we're a middle-aged newlywed couple planning our honeymoon to the world during the 2019 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. But we were married nearly a year ago. So tonight, we're looking back on that whirlwind of planning, the ceremony, and the reception. We'll also open the fortunes written to us by our reception guests. We're supposed to wait a year, and we're a week short, but that's okay, because you'll be out of town next week.
In the interest of full disclosure, I do have Disney Stock and Retirement Fund. And with that out of the way, let's go back to Renee and I first met. That was while I was in high school and in a long-term relationship with someone that lived on the same floor as you.
Yep. Then 2 years later, you moved across the street, and I went home.
Yeah, and you went home.
Not because you moved across the street. We stayed friends.
We stayed friends, visited every so often. Talked a lot on the phone, though.
I know. And that was back when, you actually had to pay for the minutes on the phone if somebody wasn't. We were in the 313 area code at the time.
Yeah. But we were intra-LATA, so
yes,
we had to pay for. It was even more
He lived all
expensive.
the way in Troy.
Yeah, and you were at Oakland University at that point.
Well, not quite yet. I didn't go right away to you.
No, that was a little later.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we didn't live around the block from each other, so you actually had to pay money, and it was cheaper to call before 7 o'clock in the morning, which we weren't doing, or 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, after 11, which we were doing.
Yeah.
But the big thing was it was more expensive to call intra-LATA than it was to call across the country.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's way pre-cell phone. Yeah. Way pre-cell phone.
Well, the reason I got my first cell phone was so that I could keep in touch with all the friends from college.
When you went home.
When I was at home, and I could forward the calls from the cell phone and escape those intra-LATA calls.
Cool.
And have a number that I could give to people, and I just forward it wherever I was going.
And for whatever reason, I accepted a job in Missouri, and you gave me my first cell phone.
Which was that phone?
It was the size of a big shoebox, like your size shoebox.
Yeah, with a handle.
With a handle. And I got
a car phone.
Yeah, a car phone. And it had a cord on it attached to the box. The phone did.
Well, it had a battery, but the battery only lasted like half an hour.
Right. So then I don't remember if you got me, or I got this other battery that that plugged into the wall, and it had the adapter for like the cigarette lighter, so I could take it inside and plug it in.
Yeah, that wasn't a battery. That was just a
converter.
Converter, yeah.
So I could plug it in inside.
Yeah. Well, I think I had that. I think that was all part of that phone.
Maybe, because otherwise I would have had to buy a long distance calling card to call from my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
That was craziness. Before that, though,
it was, to cut down that whole story, basically the synopsis is that the summary is that we both had several relationships on and off, long term and everything since then, and kept in touch sporadically.
Set me up on my first blind date.
That I did.
Awful. That was awful. Cedar Point was fun, though, because it was like the whole reason I didn't want to go to Cedar Point in the first place was with Darryl and his girlfriend.
Which wasn't the first time we had gone to Cedar Point together, because, we're Detroiters.
That happens.
And that's what you do when you're teenagers in Detroit.
Exactly. Or young 20s even. So we went to Cedar Point, and I didn't want to go with just him and his girlfriend. So he decided, I don't even know where you found that guy, and set me up on a blind date, and it was awful. By the end of the day, we all just really wanted to push him out of the van.
Again,
or off of a ride.
Pre-internet. This is all BBS days, and
so he met him over the computer.
Actually, I think that might have been early internet.
You were because he was like a U of M student or something, and I don't know.
I think we met him through
a game. Some sort of.
Might have been a game.
I don't know what it was. Anyway,
but no, I think it was
awful.
Yeah, I think it was because of if I remember, he was like a technician for the big plotters. So I think it was through the graphics stuff that I met him.
Okay, that's possible. All I know is he was so annoying that it was funny to figure out what we could do to make him uncomfortable the whole time.
In any case,
you went to France. I'm not even sure what his name is. Yeah, I moved to France. And I came back.
Stayed here.
Yes, I came back. I went to New York first.
Yeah,
and then I went to France. Then I went to New York.
Then back to New York.
Then I thought about coming back here. No, that might have been fun. Then I came back here. Thought I was coming back here to stay, but I moved to California instead.
And then you came back here.
And then I came back here.
Separated.
Yeah.
and I was separated. And finally, we had the right timing.
We had the right timing.
The funny
called
thing
out
is,
to me in that picture.
She just calls out of the blue.
I did.
After I had been out geocaching and posting some photos.
So, I got the photo on Google Plus, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he still has the same phone number.
So she called, and of course I answered.
And we went out that day. And
yeah, well, it was to go geocaching because we had actually talked before that about 6 months, a year,
something
before
like
you'd been working at the canoe rental place and wanted to learn more about geocaching.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yeah, I'll swing by, pick you up. I'm just out doing, whatever caches.
Yep.
Not far
away.
And we pretty much spent every day since then together.
Yes. And that also next week will be 4 years. Just about every day for 4 years.
4 years. We've been together every day. I don't think we've been apart.
You went to Chicago for a night.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That was about it.
I don't think we've been apart for more than 24 hours since we started dating.
We almost did it once, and then you came over. It just didn't work. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. Yeah, so.
But we were planning on getting married next week.
Next week, not last year. No,
and
this
things,
year.
But things just were not seeming to work out so well. Ended up calling over to the zoo.
Because we wanted to get married at the otter habitat.
Yeah, we were trying to think of good places to go. And originally we were planning on getting married like on the other side of the state or something.
Mm-hmm. Like a destination wedding by the lakes.
Something that's easy enough for people to get to who are local, but not inconvenient for those who are flying in. And
right.
Nothing was working. And the people who had to come in from out of state were kind of balking at
or they all
October.
It was a busy month, and I didn't see really any difference between next year and this year.
So we ended up calling over to the zoo, who had recently redone the otter exhibit, and it was like, this could be a cool place to get married.
The first thing she's like, no one ever asked us that before. So like, ooh, that makes it even better. No one's gotten married there yet. It doesn't stink yet, because we thought about the penguin house, but after about a few months of that being open, it smelled like fish.
So we found out it was open. Mm-hmm. Made some basic arrangements. We went to the Going Caching event in Rome, Georgia.
That was awesome.
And on the ride down there, we're making the final arrangements and taking care of paperwork.
Because it was about 3 weeks before we were getting married.
So
yes.
We had that. We were still going over the catering menus and stuff like that. Working on guest list, getting out the invites.
No, those were all out by then.
No.
Oh, no, they weren't.
No.
It was a month before then.
We did the save the date.
Oh, we did.
Just before we went to Rome, I think. No, I did it in the hotel room at Rome.
No, that doesn't. 3 weeks before?
It was 4 weeks before.
It was 4 weeks before. Yeah.
No, I think we did a save. Wait.
We did a save the date before that.
But I had the papers, the paper and everything for the invites went to my sister's house because we were going to be out of town.
Right.
So we were doing a bunch of stuff.
I don't remember. Wow.
But I know I was doing.
We were doing stuff from
graphics
the hotel room.
In the hotel room. I think it was the save the date. I think we had sent out like a preliminary email. Then we sent out oh no, you know what? We were working on the Knot website.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of that stuff that we were doing, just absolute cram it all in, which was
I look
good
back
and bad.
I look back on it and I think, okay, so we could have spent a whole year, and maybe if it was 20 years ago, it would have been a little bit different. But I think if we would have spent a whole year going through what we did in those 6 weeks, I think I would have lost my mind along some point. So I think I was really, I didn't have a chance to be nervous. I wasn't actually nervous at all, except for, I was more nervous that I'd trip than anything else. But I think I didn't have a chance.
Dress.
Oh, I think I did that was, anyway. But I think that's probably the only thing that really would have been better by taking more time is the dress. I think that's the only thing, because really all the details to work out and all the people to work out all the details with. I think I would have lost my mind if I had a whole year to plan that. I don't know why people would want to do that to themselves. I really can't even figure it. 6 weeks maybe is a little too short.
Well, and we had a bunch of stuff that we had to make concessions, we'll say, about. Like we had to have the religious wedding 2 days before the legal wedding.
And that was really only because his daughter was having a baby and he was going out of town. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we could have done the whole, and the Zubu. So, those two things. Otherwise, we could have gotten married on Thursday, which was the real date we wanted.
Right. We wanted the Thursday because Thursday the 26th was our dating anniversary.
So
we just thought it would be fun.
Right.
Have everything match up. But instead, we have the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th.
So now we always have a dating weekend, whatever.
We have our anniversary weekend.
Anniversary weekend. Sorry.
It works out so that it's usually going to be close to a weekend.
Mm-hmm. You have 3 days. You're almost halfway there no matter what you do. So that works.
But on the 27th, we did go to the zoo and we had our wedding in the otter exhibit, which was pretty cool, but it started to rain.
Right. At least it didn't rain in there.
No, it didn't. It was actually pretty nice, aside from the rain. But we had this one shot that we wanted at the zoo.
That was the only planned picture we have.
And this is the only really planned photo. But the best part about this was what you don't see is I had a umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
And we had some other photos of me holding the umbrella,
which
was
that, though.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
They were pretty cool pictures.
They were pretty cool. But it was interesting because we had ice cold rain.
There was one picture. I don't think you got it on here where we were actually in front of the otter, where the stream is. And trust me, I still am very happy, but I was very happy that day. But somebody's like, wow, you just have the biggest smile on your face. And I'm thinking that's because as he was about to take the picture, this really huge drop of freezing cold rain went right down the back of my dress and down the middle of my back.
Bridge photo.
No, that was on the
Oh, okay.
It was and I just made a really big smile. But I was very happy, but I was very cold.
Yeah, it was not comfortable.
At least it was warmer than it is today.
Yes.
Than it was today.
Yes.
We didn't need gloves.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we were worried about.
Right. It's better than snow. We do live in Michigan.
But we had your brother-in-law as the officiant, which was fun.
That was a lot of fun. And they were very adamant about telling us how we really had to take time for ourselves and do something for ourselves between the ceremony and the reception. And we're thinking, okay, by the time our ceremony ended, it was raining so hard. Nobody really wanted to go anywhere. Thank goodness the zoo had those little the golf carts and umbrellas came out of who knows where, and that was good for all the guests. And for us, we had a really big umbrella. But we're in Royal Oak, Ferndale area, and thinking, okay, where do we go? We can't go to a park. There's nowhere really to go to have some time to ourselves or anything like that. So we went to Bubble Tea, and they got a really big kick out of us coming there. We shared a Thai tea with bubbles, of course.
And they gave us a free cake.
They gave us a free pie. Yes, and it's somewhere in there. He took a picture with us. He wanted to take a picture with us. It was really funny.
But my aunt made this really, really cool cake. My aunt and my cousin, actually, which is cider donut.
Yes.
Holes.
We kind of wanted the French cream puff cake, but you have to make that and put it out within a few hours of making it, and that was just going to be a mess. So it was fall. We love the cider mill.
Well, and we were trying to keep with kind of the fall theme, and that just really worked out well.
It worked out really well. It was gorgeous cake.
Yeah, and it was yummy too.
It was very yummy. Who doesn't like cinnamon donuts?
Yeah. But our buddies Dennis and Larry did the wedding photography for us and helped out with getting some of the equipment like speakers. Mm-hmm. So we had a lot of help from our friends.
And I think it was also very inclusive with our family, and that was very nice. Our nieces, both of our nieces read something, or two of our nieces, I should say, read something at the ceremony. One of them actually wrote her own poem, which was really sweet.
Well, we had niece and nephew who read something at the reception.
And it was really funny.
humorous.
And I mean, we enjoyed it. So that's the part that really matters.
They didn't quite get the accents down, though.
They were close. They were tried, but they were laughing.
Yeah, they were having a hard time.
It was Princess Bride.
Oh, and Larry in the chat here is saying that the wedding was great and the yummy food at the reception, which we haven't talked about, but that's kind of by design. We decided to do something a little different for that, which was have a bunch of different
like tapas,
international themes going. So we had a Mexican section. We had some Asian that was passed around. That wasn't its own section, though. No,
it was because we did that as the appetizer, which was just yummy. It was really good because I can't eat noodles, and it was
the rice noodles.
Yeah, but what's that called?
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai. But we used the wonton noodles, which was bean threads. It was very yummy, and we had. We
had some egg roll things.
Yeah, that was still part of the.
That was the appetizers.
That was the part they passed.
We had some barbecue.
Oh yeah, the barbecue was good too.
But I can't remember what the other food station was.
I think it was with hummus and that kind of.
Was it?
Did we?
I'm not sure.
We talked about it. There was a third one.
Yeah, we went through a few different things with the.
There was not very much food left over at all.
No, well, especially the chips.
There was no chips.
Yeah,
there was certainly no chips.
The nacho chips went away fast.
As did the dessert.
Oh.
Wow. And we actually asked her for some, we got some more because we're like, we shared one of these. That was the only dessert we really had.
Oh, the espresso cups.
The espresso cups. It was like an espresso cup made out of chocolate.
Yeah, a little
with
chocolate
espresso
cup with
cream inside.
Espresso mousse.
Sorry. Mousse. Oh my gosh, it was delicious.
Absolutely amazing. So we got that and brought 3 dozen of them or something to
our next bubble tea event.
Yeah, our bubble tea event that following month.
We've been doing bubble tea events every month, so. Yes.
Yeah, almost every month. But one of the things that we had done was ask the that's really messing up the camera.
It is.
We had asked the attendees to write out the future fortunes for us to read.
In addition to little messages that you can't really see on
little like conversation
hiccups. I'm sorry.
Wooden conversation hearts.
They came back. So we have a whole carry out box. I have really bad hiccups. I'm sorry.
That we'll open up and start reading some of these because we figured this would be a fun and interesting way to do this. Address these. So we have our little fortunes or our fortune cookies, and we really were good. We haven't read them all year. We haven't opened the box even. Yep, it's been sitting downstairs. This one is blank. Lovely. Okay. So we have no fortunes. The first one is from Ray. He has really nice writing. That's the part. Like, I don't know. May your days be filled with the joys that only the two of you can bring. How nice. Thank you, Ray. Another blank one. They just wanted it to look full, No, you know what I think it is we had done some as samples. Just wrapped them up so that they knew what to do with them. That's funny. So I probably got, I think we did like 4 of them. I think you're right. So we probably have some blank ones that will be blank out. I forgot about whoops. I'm getting too excited for this one. That one's for you to open. Okay, why? Because it's from me. Oh, you wrote one in here? I'll read that after. I'll read that last. Congratulations, you made it to your first anniversary. Stay together forever. It's worth it. And that's from my aunt and uncle. Oh, which aunt and uncle? You moved it to some. Fred. Oh, thank you, Tony and Fred. Okay. Gotta keep it moving. Okay. This is from Cousin Lori. I predict you will have a life of laughter, adventure, and love. This one comes to us upside down from a cool 5-year-old. Well, that's how they write. I hope you and Uncle Darryl are, I'm assuming that's happy for the rest of your life. Hape. 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 H-A-P-E. Thank you, happy. Emma. That's very cute. That's adorable. That's adorable. Hape. You know, oh wow, this is from Hannah. Yes, because it's all written in silver. She loved it. She took it home. Yes, she loved it so much. I hope you enjoy many years of bubble tea. Oh my! This one, I have no idea who it's from because it's a scribble. May you enjoy each other's company forever.
That's Ted. That's my brother.
Oh, that's Ted.
I know that signature. If
You know
any,
that scribble.
If any of you come back to watch this here, this is from my brother. Oh, where is it? I can't. There we go. That is from my brother. That is his signature. He should have been a doctor.
Oh, I got another blank one. Go ahead.
This is from Josh and Lindsay. Always geocache on your anniversary. You'll find the most unique treasure again.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
And I think we should do that.
We should tell the part about. So we went geocaching on the very first date, right? And there was one of them.
That wasn't technically a date. Oh no, yeah, it was. Okay, sorry.
And
the first time we went caching together was not a date.
Okay. But there was a cache we didn't find.
That was the first day, not our first date.
Our first day geocaching together, and there was one we didn't find. Well,
now I know where this is going.
Yes. So that was in October, and somewhere around, 3.5 years later,
October,
or 2.5 years later, in August, Darryl told me, "Hey, they republished that cache. She fixed it,
there's
and
a replacement.
There's a replacement. Let's go do that." And that's where he proposed on August 1st,
which didn't work out anything like I had planned. And
I was a little sappy, literally covered in sap.
Keep in mind, we had
Nobody's watching us anymore.
We had many times I had wanted to do it. I was carrying around the ring.
I had no idea.
On several different attempts at caches that we were going on.
Did you have it when we were in California?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I didn't find out your ring size until after that.
Oh, when we tried on rings in California.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Janice.
Because my sister was supposed to go and do a girls' trip with you to scope that and get some ideas to rings, and then you made it plainly obvious which ring it was that you wanted. So.
Well, what?
Oh wow! This is one I will have to figure out what it is. It's a puzzle. It's coordinates. Happy first to find. I'm assuming it's the location of the Otter house, but I'll have to figure
Who did that one?
It's just a smiley.
Huh. Okay.
And then the next one I have is remember never to fight. Remember this moment. Prepare for the future. And that comes from my boss and his family.
Nice. I hope you have an amazing year as a married couple. I love you both so much. Alexia. P.S. Come to California soon. Well, he'll be there next week.
Yeah, without you, unfortunately.
Without me.
But not
in LA either.
Nowhere near them, really.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 important decisions will be made today. Happy anniversary. That's from my Aunt Rose.
Okay.
I think that was referring to the first day.
Okay.
This is obviously one of the kids, but icy tacos.
Icy tacos. Great.
Very humorous.
In your future. Icy tacos in your future. Thank you.
Well, Taco Tuesdays.
That's funny.
Live peacefully. That's what that says. Unsigned.
Peacefully.
It's the unsigned note.
I think they just wanted it to be full. This is from your sister. Call your sister and do something together. She's really awesome.
Don't sweat the small stuff. A DNF is not life-shattering. Neither is dirty laundry, dishes, etc. Those things will still be there next week, but awesome moments and opportunities may not be. And that's from our geocaching friend, Lynn.
Very nice.
Which I think some of these actually came from
we had a bubble
tea event.
We had a bubble tea event planned before our wedding date was planned. So we decided to bring our fortune box to the event.
Hence why we have some from geocachers who weren't at the reception. Somebody had fun with colors.
Guess who? Hannah. May you wake up each morning with a smile on your faces.
May an otter anniversary. Oh, wow. This one you have to actually visually see, I think, for it to make sense.
Oh, you know what? I just looked at the other Lori one, and I don't know which one's my friend Lori and which one's my cousin Lori.
Oh,
I'm actually not positive.
Yeah, but may an otter anniversary will be forever or something. Bestowed upon you. Okay, now I see how this works. May an otter anniversary will be bestowed upon you, and an otter, well, actually forever. I get where she's going with it, but I'm not sure how to read it.
An otter anniversary. An otter.
We do have a bunch of otter puns coming, though.
Okay, you read that one. I got this one.
Love each otter above all others, and remember how happy you were on your wedding day.
It's from my sister Janice. After a year of marriage, you are utterly happy and fond of living together.
That's my parents.
Dave.
Each year, a warm heart. I think that's healthy or hearty. Good company, treasured memories, good eats, and bubble tea.
That's from Elizabeth.
A coworker of yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have problems remembering which is which relationship sometimes.
I think the only name that goes twice is Lori, though.
Use promo code Bricky at some website to save 10% off your purchase. It's my cousin Ash. That's funny.
Okay. At Loot
Crate. That's what that is.
Loot Crate? Okay.
I'm glad you guys made it a year. Wow, good for you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. All right.
Lynn's boyfriend.
Happy anniversary. Every day is an adventure. Angie. I think it's the same as that blue writing. That one.
Oh, it might be. But this is
I could be wrong.
Last year. If you guys are reading this, you made it. You are going to last forever. Your favorite nephew. Jack.
That's funny.
I think I actually recognize
He's totally used to being the only one.
True.
So, you oughter have many more happy years, Pat.
From Pat and Russ, yes.
Yes.
My aunt and uncle. True love, true loop. But no, it's true love is like a pair of socks. You have to have two, and and they've got a match. Here's to finding your match, and that's fish
From
out of water.
Paula. Yay! No matter what, make sure you always talk things out. Congrats, Sarah. She actually put her last name on here.
Yeah, just in case there was other Sarahs. And again from Hannah, tacos in your future.
Okay.
Hey, people love the taco bar.
I think they really did.
So, and especially your friend's son loved the nacho bar.
He just loved the chips.
Yeah.
I don't think he ate anything else, just the chips.
That might be. And then he got a stomachache.
I hope you have everything you dream of. We love you very much, Ted and Julie.
Heads up, I have a basketball game tomorrow. Future Violet.
Thank you, Violet.
Very silly. Oh, and this one is my mock-up that I showed Renee. It's got the lines on a scratch piece of paper. So
that's awesome.
Lots of bad ones.
We gotta go find that now. No, let's go right now.
No, not right now. I have to do another
you have a hangout.
Half an hour. But yeah, I'm anxious to see what this is because I'm thinking it might actually be a real something hidden outside of the
somewhere
reception hall.
Oh.
We have geocachers as friends. They do some crazy stuff.
They do. So I'm not going to show you this so we can be the first to find whatever this is.
Oh, you have to figure out where it is.
That's true.
All right. So thank you everyone for watching.
Especially those of you watching live and sending the comments in the chat. If you have more to share after the live show, please drop those in the comments below so we can still see them. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. Click on that little bell icon to get the notifications when we go live.
And we won't be back next week. I'll be in San Francisco. Actually, no, I'll be driving.
You'll be on your way back.
Yeah, I'll be driving home from the airport at that point. But I won't be here.
Right.
So join us in 2 weeks as we talk more about the planning of the actual honeymoon.
Right. And then we'll have already been married a year.